Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Forex Tech Magazine. This is your host, Lewis, and today is Monday, February 11th, 2019. Couple of days away from Valentine's. So if you haven't bought your sweetheart, your significant other, a gift, you got about 2 days to do it. Wait till the third day, then you got 3 days to do it. um, If you don't have any money to do it, stick around. Hopefully today we give you some tips and tidbits that'll help you be able to afford that nice little something something to give to them and make you the hero of Valentine's Day. But before we get into that, let's get into this, which is the disclaimer. The disclaimer goes a little something like this: any and all information shared with you by Forex Tech Magazine should be considered to be for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing that we share with you should be considered to be investment advice. And if you are in need of investment advice, then our suggestion to you, my friend, would be to go out and seek the assistance of a licensed professional advisor. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what you came here for. Let's look at some trades. And the first trade on the books is not this one right here, so let's get off of this. It's the same joke I do every time it's right here. Let's look at the Great Britain pound, New Zealand dollar. Now, we were in this pair and we did lose on this pair. It pulled back and it took us out of our position, hit our stop loss. And so what we did since then, came back in, put some new fibs out on the board, and we're looking at how it's beginning to play out now at the moment. Let me just check something here on a daily basis. That was good. Now, those of you who know me know that I like to do a couple things when I go out and put on a trade. One of which is to see what direction the trend is going. Also, I like to go in and I like to find my support and resistance levels for my trends. And the reason being is, or for my trades, and the reason being is because those typically tend to be U-turn points in the market. And you want to identify those as soon as possible. So that way, if you're near one of those, you kind of know what to expect as far as what's going to happen in the market. And this, of course, is one that I've done a while ago, but I want to go back in here and do this. I thought I put my levels in, but for whatever reason, they're not there. So we're going to go ahead and put these levels in. Let's make us kind of mindful. Where some things could be it in the market. Let's see. Over here, should be here. And what we're trying to do is try to capture little moments in the market. Now, we could go there and put one in every little swing high, swing low, whatever. Then, of course, you have just a bunch of lines on here. So we don't want to make it too obstructionist, but what we want to do is just kind of be able to go in and really kind of make it something where it's actually useful, and we actually can find some U-turns in the market. Which, if you notice, this is pretty interesting, right? This is the high here. Came back up, hit that resistance, price bands down, came back through the support, came up to this support, returned resistance, pushed back down, came up through it for a little bit, and then pushed back down, and then tried to go back through it again. Now push back down. So that's that's pretty telling. And then you kind of look at the candlestick formation that we have right now at the moment, right? once they went through this resistance, whereas this right here is kind of a exhaustion, or what do you call this? There we go. So it's basically showing some exhaustion in here. Price went up. Price came out the next day, tried to go back up, went back down, wound up closing out, and now price is going back down negative. Let's look on the hour chart. So it looks like it's having a little bit of a problem with this resistance area here. I'm gonna come back to this one in just a moment and check something else out. What I'm looking at is what I'm trying to look at. What I'm trying to see, just gonna give you an idea, is 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 if what I'm trying to see is if the overall trend pattern is downward, have we made that break yet? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to see here. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to tell. Mm, yeah, you can. Okay, no, no. Okay. It's weekly. That's fuck. That's weekly. Hmm. No, okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, I just want to see. Mm, so this is good. So, okay, pull back, pull back. So, interestingly enough, buying opportunity, right? Prices above the downward trend line. Buying opportunity, boom, and this big candlestick here. Price push up, hits this U-turn point in the market, pulls back down. So what we'll be looking at now for this one right here is the next buying opportunity, which will come once price breaks this counter trend line here. right? And it hasn't done it as of yet, but once it does, it will be in. Now, just a quick point to make. Something we picked up on, something we talked about last week was the risk-free trade, and so something that we're going to be doing from now on out with our trades is that excuse me, once we get into the profit zone, we're going to go ahead and lock those profits in and ride those trades out. And the reason being is because it helps. Because, excuse me, as, you know, anybody can be wrong about the analysis. Anybody can be wrong about directional movement in the market. Anybody can be wrong. And what I mean by that is that even though you got the ABC sequence up there, price can go back through the A like it has before in the past, like you've seen it do with me on my live account, right? And if it does, it can take you out of a trade, right? And that can cause a loss, right? The other thing is, when you're looking at trading, it's not all about hitting the home run, which is hitting the D, right? It's about getting profits, right? And the ideal is that if we're going to be trading, the whole secret, the whole benefit of trading, it's not making a big lump sum. And those are great. That's great, right? Everybody likes making a big lump sum all at once. But the secret of trading, the secret sauce of trading, is the fact that you make money over time. That's the secret sauce, right? It's the compounded growth that you get from trading. And the compounded growth that you get from trading is being able to place those trades and be able to make money on those trades without taking a loss or minimizing your loss. So what we're going to be doing going forward, maybe not so much with the demo accounts, but definitely with smaller accounts, we're going to be compounding that growth. So it means we're going to be locking in the profits as we go and growing it off like that. Okay? And that right there, I think will definitely allow us to be able to we'll definitely be putting on more trades, but it also will definitely, I think, allow us to be able to have better to build the count out faster and better than what we were doing previously. Previously, we were just sitting it in there, going through all the motions and until we hit the D. But what we want to do right now, instead of having to go through all those motions and having to wait that long length of time before we get up there, just go ahead and look at this, man. This thing here started out in January 21st, and it still hasn't hit the target. It came close 3 days later, but it still hasn't hit the target, right? How sweet would that have been, right? To be in there, locked in the profit, right? Get close, didn't get it, but that's okay because we locked in the profit before we got out, right? Before we start hitting this downward trend line, right? And that's the key. Before we hit that downward trend line, we want to make sure we locked in our profit, okay? Because you never know how far back it's gonna go. Right? And every time it crosses over, get in. When it starts going down, get out. We'll get more into that little added piece of trading strategy as we get more into the trading year. We'll talk more about it. We're going to refine it and get more into it, and we'll talk more about that in depth as we go on. So right now, this right here is a hold. Let's see, Great Britain, New Zealand dollar. That's going to be a hold too as well. As you can see, it's still going into a downward trend line at the moment. It did cross over, and bolt up, but then it pulled back. So right now it's on a hold as well. Let's see what else we got here. Pound, Japanese yen. This could be looked at as I probably would say, could be a buy. But I'll probably look at it as a whole. I don't think this right here is like a really good opportunity at the moment. I think there's some better opportunities out there. So I'll hold off on buying this pair just yet, right? let's look at Great Britain pound, Aussie dollar. Definitely a hold at the moment. Hasn't broke above that counter trend line as of yet. And Great Britain pound, USD dollar. Definitely still going to be a hold. Hasn't broken above it just yet. So, got a couple holes out there for the moment. Right, it's the first of the week. It's understandable. I think what we're going to be doing, I think what it is that there's going to be some, looks like there's going to be some data releases today, and that's probably why we're in this holding pattern. And once that information comes out, usually it comes out about the 4:30 Eastern Standard Time hour here. I think once that comes out, I think you're going to see a push, get some directional movement inside these currency pairs. But at the moment, I would say just hold on to them, just relax, don't do anything. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. Let's look at the Aussie US dollar. Looks like it's trying to push back up. This is one that we was in that we got out of. And we'll see how far this thing goes. Let's see how far this thing goes. Let's see here. Let's see how far. That's a good work. So that's the question of. So I mean, essentially, we were along in this one, based off of. Based off this candlestick movement here, right? We had that big push down, right? A huge sell-off, push back up. Made some money off the move back up. Lost a little bit off the move back down. In the process of recovering everything and moving forward, and then prices went through our A. Totally wiped this, got us out of the position. All right, and then we started to rethink the position. Well, should we actually be in a position long in the first place? Maybe this should be a short position. All right, and that goes support, it's part of your analysis, man. And then look back, put the fibs on. And just looked at it overall and said, well, you know what? This thing was actually downward. Why were we trading upward? Right? The reason why we trade upward is because we were looking at this most recent activity here, right? Instead of looking at the overall beginning of the trend up here, right? So sometimes you got to go in and look at the overall activity, I think, and see, along with what the recent activity is, to really get a clear picture of what's going on in that marketplace. Because if you don't, you're subject to going and place a bad trade. And because forex can be so subjective, that's why once again I recommend the taking a profit when you got one, man. You got a profit on the table, take it, get in, get out, be like a sniper with this stuff. Because little profits do add up to over time, and in that way you're ensuring that you're getting something out of each trade, right? And that's essentially what you want. You want to make sure that you get something out of each trade. You want to make sure that, like I said before, you're either eliminating your losses or you're eliminating them. And you're taking a profit on each trade. And you pretty much guarantee that you're making something off of each trade, and that's what you're gonna want as a trader. this here. Yeah, so if we go back and we look at it overall, in this beginning of this downward move, then we can see how we were still under downward pressure even after this movement here and the push back up. So anyway, look at it on the hourly chart. Getting some pullback. I don't anticipate pullback to change the direction of the trend, but you never know. There's still going to be some information comes out about the Aussie US dollar and probably for the Chinese or the China, not Chinese, but China and US relations as far as it goes to trade. But just still anticipating price to move down towards this D extension there. Right. And last but not least, before we get out of here, we look at the US Canadian dollar. And we'll see that price has pulled back. But it has not hit that extension as of yet. Looks like the price has a ways to go before it does. Let's see, this is kind of a weird one here. So price need to cross over this boundary here before you can get into it. So it's a buy. Which once it does, let's see here. Well, it might not have much to get to the D, but hey, money is money. 31 pips once it crosses over, but we'll see. It may cross over down here somewhere, and if it does, then it's gonna be a little bit more. Farther down it goes, a little bit more it becomes. But anyway, that's all I got for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Pretty much, once again, just to summarize, pretty much a hold on Great Britain pound pairs until after we get that data release. And once we get that data release, probably should give you some market direction at that time. And I would also hold right now on buying US Canadian dollar until we get over that, until we get over to the buy zone. And then I would, let's see here. Hold off on this one here because it's not in sell zone just yet, but it will be. Looks like it's teetering around with it, toying around with it, but once it breaks through, get into that sell zone, and hopefully make some money, man. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hold on everything just yet. Just kind of sit back, sit tight, and wait for the. Wait for those currency pairs to go over either into the buy or to the sell zone, and then once it does, man, have fun with it. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow in another, 23, 24 hours. God bless you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.